Welcome back to Over the Line Podcast, episode 28. I'm your host, Brad. Here with me today are the classic co-hosts, John Walsh and Kyle Brune. Also joined by special guest, NBA expert, Victor Brune. Boys, how we doing?
Special guest.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, but we went with it. We rolled through.
Yeah. But overall,
how's it going?
We're doing well here. It's my weekend. I feel good. Tired, but I feel good. Ready to talk some sports. I'm ready. So fuck you, Brad.
All right, bro. 5 minutes late, and I get a fuck you. All right, cool.
And we're off. All right.
It's all love, bud. You know I love you.
I don't know.
Stay back. My question is, you're drinking that right now. You just brushed your teeth. It must taste like ass.
Honestly, I'm the weirdest kind of guy when it comes to that. Before I have my coffee in the morning, I'll literally make my coffee, go upstairs, brush my teeth, and drink my coffee right after. I look forward to drinking it after I brush my teeth.
I remember you and Scotty had a debate about this. You brought me into it. You're like, hey, do you brush your teeth before or after your coffee? I'm like, what kind of animal brushes it before their coffee if you're having it at home? If you pick it up, at a Timmy's or something on the way to work, obviously you're going to brush your teeth. But you're at home and you just fucking brush your teeth and then you make your coffee.
Yeah, but there's also another aspect of it. Because if I don't brush my teeth before, what I'll do is I'll drink my coffee and then I won't brush my teeth. Like I'll just forget, I'll just pick up things and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't brush my teeth. So it's sort of like just get it in order, get up, brush my teeth, make my coffee.
And you also said that you like the little minty flavor too.
I do like it though.
I thought it was a little weird.
Well,
I'll be completely honest.
I'm a weird guy, I guess.
Wow.
That's it. Maybe that's why my teeth are so yellow.
Because then the coffee sits on them for hours, bro. You're in the same position if you would have forgot almost.
No, but I wouldn't have had the minty taste with my coffee.
True.
That's fucking weird, man.
It is weird.
You're fucking weird.
Well, yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo, but other than that, at least I don't fucking brush my teeth and drink fucking coffee.
But you don't even drink coffee, fuck.
Well, okay, it's like, do you brush your teeth before having orange juice? Because that's
the worst.
That's some serial killer shit. If you do that, I'm probably leaving this right now.
Well, it's all the same to me. Like I said, I'll brush my teeth before
You're fucking weird.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all to brush my teeth and then eat something or whatever.
That's fucking weird.
Whatever.
What's your take on this, Victor?
I'm not a coffee drinker either, so I wouldn't know what it tastes like.
Do you brush your teeth right when you wake up? Like first thing?
I do, yeah, first thing.
Okay.
Like you brush your teeth, then take a piss? Or do you take a piss and brush your teeth?
Oh, man. Depends on the morning.
I feel like the piss is always first.
Yeah, probably piss first.
Yeah, guaranteed. Well, it depends about the urgency. Yeah. But I feel like if you're in the bathroom, you can't really not piss. If you have to piss and you're in the bathroom, like first things first, like let's just piss. Like if you're gonna sit there brushing your teeth, the sink, you have to pee. You're gonna be like, fuck.
9 times out of 10, you walk past the sink.
Isn't this a sports podcast?
No. Yeah, but LeBron James probably doesn't fucking brush his teeth before coffee.
LeBron James brushes his teeth with excellence every morning. Okay. All right.
So do you, bud.
First it was fuck you, you're a weirdo, and now it's I brush my teeth with excellence. All right, bro. You're all over the place. Let's get into NBA. Tell me something that I don't know about NBA other than the rules.
What's the rules, Brad?
A lot. There's a lot more that you don't know, I'm sure.
I've been kind of out the loop since the last time we had NBA chat, but I don't know. I heard some trade rumors about Drummond maybe going to the Raptors, and then which we talked about. I think that they need more big men. No, so I think we mentioned something like that.
Would be nice. They got Baines right now, he's no Drummond, that's for sure. So that would be a good move. There's been a lot of talk about Kyle Lowry maybe being on the trade market.
He sold his house.
It's up for sale. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was interesting to see because you could list it privately, which I'm surprised he didn't. But made it public. I think maybe he's telling everyone this is legit. It's probably going to happen. Where do you guys think Lowry would be best at?
I like Lowry. Like,
I hate him. So
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I fucking hate him. I find he's so not good when he needs to be good. I mean, obviously when they won the championship, he wasn't terrible, but he had a lot of people kind of picking up where he was lacking, I guess. It's the first time he actually showed up in the playoffs. But no, I'm not a fan. I don't like his style. I don't like how he plays. I just don't like him.
Well, that's fucked up, dude. But it's like, I don't know. I think he's decent, and I mean, he brings more to the like. He'll bring like leadership to the team. And that's huge on a lot of teams too. So this guy, you can't deny that he's not a leader. Like he's definitely the captain of that team, and
Sure.
he helps the young guys too, right? So
Yeah, he's a locker
They're
room
the
guy.
first ones to say it.
yeah, but
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him going somewhere else. I think he would fit really well in Philly.
Isn't he from Philly? I was gonna say
hometown.
that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's probably his best shot to get back into the finals.
And I wouldn't mind picking up Simmons for him.
imagine.
That would be pretty cool.
Is that a move Philly makes though?
I mean, there's always been talk about like them moving Simmons, like breaking up him and Embiid. So, I mean, if you get a guy like Kyle Lowry, he's a much better 3-point shooter. And
But it's
maybe
Kyle
that's
and
the
who,
piece.
Probably
Yeah.
picks.
Yeah,
OG, no.
I really hope they don't get rid of OG. I think he's
'Cause
really
it's-
coming together right now.
Yeah, he is. That's the thing, right? So it's like they're not gonna just take, the rookie of the year just for Kyle Lowry. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be picked, I guess. I don't know.
But like
Yeah,
this
it
is
would be
their
an
best
interesting
season they're
move.
having too. Like there was always talk about Simmons and Embiid, maybe break them up, get some good assets, and build your team around Embiid. But they're actually playing really well together this season, and they're having their most success. Like I feel they finally figured it out. They're each of them, their pros and their cons, what they're good at, what they're bad at, and kind of really working on and only going to what they're good at, and whatever they're bad, let someone else pick up that slack. I mean, it seems to be working all right in Philly. But to throw Kyle Lowry in there, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Simmons on the Raptors, but
Yeah, that's more what I'm hopeful for.
yeah, yeah, get rid of
Yeah.
Lowry, Fuck that.
Because there's always been a talk of like who's the greatest Raptor ever, and people like
Vince
are
Carter.
really quick to say Lowry is like no question. It's him now because he's won the championship. He's been there the longest. And I'm like, screw that. Like just because you've been there the longest doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, true. Who do you think though?
I would say DeMar. I think
Yeah.
he's the one that like brought them to the next level.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously
Vince Carter.
Kawhi brought them to that next level and
fuck.
won a championship. But I mean, one and done.
He's not a
that would be
Raptor.
Tough to give him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a he was a sub in.
Yeah.
Let us win a championship and see you
Is
later.
that Kawhi?
He's
Yeah,
good subbing.
we bought
Definitely
him
a
for a
good
year,
subbing.
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, fucking best move the Raptors ever made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but imagine if they would have lost, you know what I mean? Like everybody came together. If it would have been just like they didn't really come together and their bench didn't do so well, then we would have just lost Kawhi. Like Kawhi wasn't gonna re-sign with us, so it was gonna fuck us.
Yeah, even with winning, yeah, he didn't fucking stay.
He was
Well,
never
yeah.
gonna stay. When he landed here, he'd already made up his mind. It's clear.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
DeMar. Yeah, I would say he's one of the better. Like I would put him second only because I really liked Vince Carter a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like
I
he's
would
the
have
OG
those two.
Raptor. Anytime
Yeah,
I think of
yeah.
Raptors, that's who I see.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, he made Toronto what it was.
The Carter effect.
Yeah, like the Grizzlies folded. Maybe Toronto would have as well if
Yeah, man.
Carter wasn't there. So
True.
That dunk contest, this guy was a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Absolute beast.
Yeah.
But the Raptors are absolute shit right now, and they're in the playoffs
they're
If now-
getting a little better.
with being below 500.
So,
How ridiculous
Siakam's
is
been
that?
playing a little better. But yeah, I mean the East it's never been strong. You know, you have your like top 3-4 teams that dominate, and then the rest are just kind of there.
But the Nets are almost like below. Well, what are they? 16 and 14 or something? Like
15 and 12 right now,
15 and 12?
Brooklyn. They're hot and cold. You know,
Yeah,
but Durant's not playing great now because of COVID. So they just got to figure it out. And Kyrie said it really well. He's like, we haven't turned that corner yet. And once we do, the whole league will notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is-
Offensively.
Yeah, they're just gonna dominate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't dominate, right? So it's something that's gonna happen soon, I guess. But we'll see. Once they're all healthy, once they're all their mindsets are all in it.
Yeah,
think
get a
they'll be
couple reps in
unstoppable.
together. 'Cause Harden, he's been on the team for like a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's just like they're like a huge big three, but like at first, you saw KD and Kyrie play together, and then Harden came in, Kyrie was out, so KD and Harden played together. Now Kyrie comes back, and now KD's out, so now it's Harden and Kyrie. So like they keep kind of pairing up instead of being all three of them.
Yeah.
And then when they were all, and it looks like they play better when it's two of the three instead of the three. Like it looks like there's a little bit more, I guess, one less person to be touching the ball, but I don't know, man. Regardless, they're gonna have to figure it out defensively as well. They are fucking so fucking bad on defense. It freaks me out.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
They're letting in like 130 a game. It's
That's
crazy.
disgusting. That's like like I don't know, like the Chiefs, like they're winning if their offense is outscoring you. Like they'll still give up 20 plus points, 30 plus, but they're just gonna get more than you, But like when you get to playoffs, once you get to championships, you need that defense because teams aren't going to fucking allow you to put out 140 to beat them. You're going to have to, you'll probably be 115, 120 to get a win. It's going to be bad, man.
It's going to be also
I think
fun
they'll
to
turn
see.
it around.
Yeah. I mean, they have to for playoffs, but I would love to see that shit in the playoffs. Them letting 130 and then
Just
fucking
light it up.
scoring 150. Yeah. It's like,
I think
there's
still like
what was
one
cool
move
with the
for
bubble.
them to make. Yeah, the bubble was sick.
Like it was just such high scoring games.
I
Everybody
loved
was
it,
on.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if they're gonna do something like that if they do make the playoffs again, because it's getting pretty fucked up. Because like, imagine losing a guy like KD for fucking playoffs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it for the
literally
playoffs.
can't.
Absolutely.
I think they're gonna do it for the playoffs just to protect all their investments. They've invested in the whole season. Now this is showtime. Everybody in a
Gotta
bubble.
do it.
If you don't want to come, well, fuck off. But everybody's gonna come.
Yeah.
No,
Once the
that's it.
playoffs are determined mathematically and like nothing can change, stop the season where it is. If there's a few games left, but it wouldn't change who's in, who's out, stop those games. If you're not included, stop those. Throw everyone in a bubble. 2 weeks later, you just rip right through the playoffs, just like they did. And it worked so well the first time around. 0 fucking positive tests. And now like you're seeing games postponed, teams not playing for a week or so. Like it's too much. So there's no way they continue what they're doing now into the playoffs.
No, well,
That'd
you
be
can't have
the
a team.
dumbest thing ever.
You can't have a team crowned like champion NBA championship, and then like all the all-star players had COVID and they didn't end up playing for their teams or their, you can't have that.
Came
Like,
so
for business.
far.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bad for business. So they're definitely going to do that, guaranteed. And I'm sure they told everybody at the beginning of the season, like, if you participate, everybody's gonna participate, and that's the goal. For sure, they told people that was the goal in the end.
Well, they already said that they're going to do that play-in tournament. So, like Kyle, you were saying, just if it's mathematically like there may be 4 games or something behind, I forget what the number was, but they'll have that to like determine who the 8th seed is.
And they did that with like the Grizzlies and a couple teams last
yeah.
season, right? That was actually kind of interesting.
That's fun.
The Suns,
like
that's
you're
where
fighting
the-
for your death, for your life.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
That's where the Suns went undefeated. No, like
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did pretty well.
Yeah, and it's great to watch too.
yeah, Devin Booker's insane though. Now they have Chris Paul, so
I think people got to give Chris Paul his props, man. Like Phoenix is 4th right now in the West.
Yep.
Like he took OKC pretty far. Now he's doing it with Phoenix, and so many people just wrote him off. They're like, he's old. He doesn't have it anymore. But I mean,
once you're part of that banana boat,
exactly.
part of that banana boat, you're insane.
And I feel like it's weird to, I don't know if, like he's one of like the last few of like his kind of like point guard. Like point guards that come in now don't really play like that anymore. Like I don't know, he has a different style to him. Like he's still kind of old school a little bit in the way he plays and like the shit he does. Like now it's just everyone coming in and ripping threes all day. Like it's not really the same. He's still kind of like doing the nitty gritty, making these ridiculous passes, grinding it out defensively as well. So I've always liked him. I thought he was a beast. He was fun to watch. pretty much his entire career. I don't see any down. I mean, he wasn't great in he was on Houston, no?
Yeah.
They almost beat Golden State, but he got injured.
He got injured, exactly. Yeah, that was fucking wild. That would have been ridiculous if that happened, but I would like to see him win a championship. I don't think it's with the Suns this year, obviously, but I would like to see him win.
You never
before
know,
he's
though.
done. Maybe go back to LA or some shit.
Yeah, but like you were saying, like he's one of the true point guards.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. Where it's pass first, it's facilitate, it's all that. And he'll shoot when he needs to. Like he's very similar to Nash, where like they don't take a lot of shots, but when they do, like their percentages are ridiculous. Like
they're clutch.
His mid-range game is on point. His free throw percentage, he can hit threes when he needs to. But now, like most of the point guards, it's just ball dominant. They're doing everything.
Yeah, they're across half court and then they're fucking driving right away. Like basket first and everything else after. But it kind of takes away from that point guard position.
It'd be cool if he makes the All-Star game this year, if it happens.
Should it happen?
It shouldn't.
Maybe they're gonna play a 2K tournament. Who knows?
Yeah, like the NFL.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting to watch too, though.
I didn't even watch it.
That's what they did, the NFL.
Yeah, they did. Everybody
they all played
each
Madden.
other, Madden, and like it was basically like a Zoom Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
like weird.
But the only reason why they still do it is because if you get voted into Pro Bowl, a lot of people get bonuses and shit like that. So they couldn't get rid of it completely. So the votes and everything still counted. You just didn't play the actual game. So everyone got voted and still, got their bonuses and whatnot. So
I just think
the risk of getting injured too. So
yeah, I just think it just doesn't make any sense if you're worried about COVID. Like if you're worried about it, it just doesn't make any sense. So wait, all the best players from each team are going to come in one area and spend time together. And then after that, go back to each of their bubbles. Like if you're concerned about COVID, it should just never happen. And another thing is that the season just started. Usually they would play all the way from October, and it would happen when? In February?
Yeah. It's supposed to happen this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But
they played.
It was supposed to happen this weekend.
So they played a month. They've played almost just over a month, right? Because it started late December.
Yeah, like 25 games.
Yeah, it's a little, and it's a shortened season, or it's the same amount.
Shorter, 72 games.
72 games. Yeah, it's not even that. It's not even that much shorter, right?
Not much.
No.
Yeah, they're like a third into the season right now.
Yeah. But like just the incident with Kevin Durant, where he was in contact with somebody who had COVID, but he tested negative 3 times in the same day, and they were like taking him
off the game. I think like off the. What does that even do? It's already over. He's already in there.
Yeah. And then you're like, all right, now let's do an All-Star game. Yeah. So it doesn't really make sense.
Man. Yeah. True.
And All-Star games, if you think about them, they're for the fans. It's the atmosphere. It's like, you're getting everyone together. You're doing like signings. You're doing meetups, all that kind of stuff. You can't do any of that. So like you don't have that big weekend where it's parties after and all that. It's really just a game. So
maybe they should delay it towards the end of the season, and then when they do the All-Star weekend still, and that would kick off the start of the bubble for the playoffs. So like guys, if you're voted in, whether you make playoffs or not, you participate. Once it's over, everyone who's not in playoffs, ciao, bye, get out of here. And then everyone who's still there, your quarantine, you start it and then playoffs start. Usually it's to break up the season, kind of cut it in half with some fun or whatever. But if you still want it to happen without any risk, like that's probably the only time, unless you do, because you can't do 2 complete different bubbles at 2 times because you have to quarantine for X amount of.
But you see what happens with the Pro Bowl. Like the Pro Bowl, if you're in the playoffs, you don't go there, right?
Yeah.
Like I like that thing. If you're in the Super Bowl,
because it's the weekend right before the Super Bowl. That's why.
Because I don't think like it makes sense to do it right before the bubble, right before the playoffs, because all the stars are going to sit out. Why would they want to play risk injury right before?
Or you do like teams that don't make it, just like if you're trying to make a quick buck as the NBA and you still want to make it successful, people are going to watch it regardless, okay, LeBron's in the playoffs, he's not playing, whatever, who fucking cares? There's so many exciting young guys that are going to be playing instead.
Fun maker.
Yeah, but I think it's more like Victor said, the atmosphere too, like families, people, fans going out there and everything. I think it's more like that. That's really like the whole thing if you think about it. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's an event, right?
Yeah,
so
that's it.
It's not even about the basketball. Even though last year's game was amazing.
Yeah.
It was such a cool format that they had. But I mean, what's the point this year? LeBron doesn't want to do it. Giannis said he's going to follow him. He doesn't want to do it. Kawhi said it's all for the money. Like, you got all these players that are getting like voted in that are like top
That don't
3
wanna
in
do
voting
it.
that don't want to even play. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they're
And
not
I
going to
heard
want to.
he was getting backlash. Like they're like, oh, that's easy for LeBron James to say. Like he goes every year. But what about the players who are going to get voted in for the first time? And there's getting backlash about it. Like I was like, I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because like
He's just trying to protect himself.
it's about the
league.
NBA's longevity of the season and completing the season, right? Like who cares about the All-Star weekend? So I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then if they do it, are they doing like the skills competition as well? Because I can't imagine a dunk contest with no fans. Like,
Yeah, that's
the
everything.
whole point is
It's-
like the
it's-
atmosphere, get everybody hyped up.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
true. I didn't think about that.
That'd be so fucking weird.
Just make a 2K tournament, bro. Follow the NFL. Yeah, it'll be so fucking.
At this point, I
exciting.
think it would be more entertaining because one, it's something that we've never seen, and
Yeah, if
two,
you want fans to
everybody's
get
gonna watch it
involved.
from home anyway. So
That's it. If you want to get fans involved, you release a tournament pre, and then X amount of people who win that
Qualify,
tournament or
yeah.
whatever can qualify to actually play with the pros on their respective teams or whatever they fill in. And so you're playing 2K with LeBron and shit, you know, like whatever.
That's
It
dope.
would make it interesting, and plus you would get a shit ton of following just from that pre-tourney for people trying to make it. So
yeah,
I don't know. Could be an idea.
Safer way, that's for sure.
That's it.
Yeah. Might
not playing
work
video games
that way.
nowadays.
Fuck. Yeah.
yeah. If you're worried about it, there's 100 different ways you can do it than having it, and to think of even having it, it's just
Just
Yeah,
money.
no.
But it's
That's all it
backwards.
is.
It's just backwards thinking at this point from everything that all sports have been through. So fuck it.
Now, what can you do?
That's
Well,
it.
One last thing I wanted to mention about the NBA. NBA.
Dumber.
NBA. Is LaMelo a lock for Rookie of the Year?
Man, the way he's been playing the last couple of days, it's insane. Like,
Bro.
he's schooling people too. Like,
She like the
Good.
behind the
Looks
back
so good.
when he was gonna like check in and everything and shot on the guy's back.
yeah,
Yeah, the inbound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the inbound there. He's just smart. I don't know. He's smart when he's playing. He knows how to make nice passes, like smart passes. Obviously, the best ball between all three, but I think
Easy.
he wins Rookie of the
no
Year.
doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll
I
definitely
think-
be up there.
James Wiseman was playing a pretty good for a little bit, but now you don't hear about him much. I think Anthony Edwards isn't really in the conversation as much. And then Halliburton on the Kings, he's been playing well, but I mean, LaMelo's getting triple doubles. He's leading rookies in like every stat. I mean, he would have to get injured for like the rest of the season to not win it.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like now, like people might want to go to Charlotte, like to play with LaMelo and like Gordon Hayward. You know, like that might be a place you want to stop by and see. You know, when you're in free agency, you'd be like, okay, well, what are you offering? You know, like I guarantee you, like a lot of people would be like, okay, we have an offer from Charlotte. Yeah, fuck them. Now it's gonna be like, hey, let me take a look to see what they're offering because
And they must have salary cap too. Like they don't have
They got
big
some pretty young
contracts.
guys.
Like who's their biggest contract? Probably Hayward, who they just
Hayward, yeah.
acquired.
Yeah.
Like it's
yeah,
they got more space than I would say probably half the league does.
And
When it comes to
you're
cap.
repping Jordan, which is cool.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like a lot of people would probably go there just to be able to literally have a relationship with Jordan and hope to see him. You know, like it sounds crazy, but a lot of these young guys still look up to him like he's a god, even though they're also in the NBA where he pretty much became who he was.
yeah.
Like it's crazy. Jordan effect.
But even just
I mean,
like as a fan, like I want to watch Charlotte games because I want to see what LaMelo's doing. You know, because it's flashy. you
He's
know?
the best thing that's happened to that team in a long time. Like when was the last time
Oh,
people were tuning into their games? I don't.
when Michael Jordan bought them,
That's it.
probably.
They were under a different name. Fuck, that's how long it's been.
Yeah. Yeah, they're 7th right now in the East. So I don't think they're gonna do much damage in the playoffs, but
No,
you know, they could win a game or two, you know, in that first round.
I don't think they expect I don't think they were expecting to even make playoffs, but they're actually playing pretty like decent. So I don't know.
Yeah.
They're hopefully they could get more assets so they could actually make it far in the playoffs in the future.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't pull the trigger on anything because they weren't really sure what LaMelo was gonna be. Now that they see where he's at already, they're like, "Fuck, now we can build around him." But if he was a dud or whatever, you're not gonna pull in all these guys because you might have to get at a point guard or some shit like that instead. So like, let's see how it pans out. First year and then kind of off season grind it out. I think they're gonna fucking make some really good moves and hopefully some solid signings, like John said. So,
well, after seeing what happened with Lonzo, people are probably skeptical.
Exactly.
Dad just hyping these guys up that much, or are they actually good? But yeah, LaMelo's proven it, and he's nice.
Yeah. Who's in free agency this year? Any big names on top of your head?
I feel like every year in the NBA, there's like at least 20 All-Stars.
Yeah, I forget what season we're even in anymore.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Yeah.
I think Giannis is coming up. I think Giannis is he just signed.
He just signed, yeah.
Big one. I'm not sure.
Let me see here, because I know Giannis was a big one, and everyone wanted him, but I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be anyone big. No.
They can pull a Bucks, bring in all these fucking free agents and shit, and then win a championship. Clearly works.
Jordan's got some cash,
Yeah. He's got to throw money around.
Yeah. I'll pay you in shoes. Don't worry about it.
I'll sign you to a Jordan deal if you join my team on the side. Like fuck.
Yeah, they should bring in Doncic. He's got the Jordan deal.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, we'll cut you from the deal if you don't come to Charlotte.
Imagine. You see
So
Mark
Kawhi-
Cuban start throwing down on him.
Kawhi's a free agent, I think.
Yeah.
So
He's
a 2-year contract.
He's a wild card.
Yeah, Chris Paul, but I don't think he'll go there. Blake Griffin, Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, DeMar. You have some names up there, but Oladipo. But then just dips down real quick. So
might have to make trades.
Yeah,
They'll probably have some decent picks too. If they don't do amazingly well this season, their picks will be a little more valuable than others. So
yeah,
what happens?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, hopefully they could pull off someone big, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of good young guys in the league right now. Like, he matched up against John Morant.
He's good.
Last game, that was a fun back and forth. So.
Yeah, he's fucking good, but
it's funny though with LaMelo now, nobody talks about Zion. Last year it was all about Zion, and now
crickets
off the map.
Yeah,
and he's actually doing really well. Like, his shooting percentage is insane. The guy's so efficient. But yeah, it's just, New Orleans isn't really winning much, so.
Yeah, fucking Levine lit them up last night. So 46 points.
God damn.
Zach Levine, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely should be an all-star this year if they do it.
Yeah, if they do it. I doubt they will, but what can you do?
Yeah, man. So I know we spoke about it last week, pre-Super Bowl. Now it's post-Super Bowl.
This guy's doing the host job. I like it.
I just fired up, man. We said Bucks. We wanted Brady, and he pulled it off, and he said that he's gonna be back next year, which is already a plus. Like, I'm already fired up to see him rip it again.
The best was his appearance yesterday. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This guy throw the fucking trophy.
Yeah, he was nervous to do it.
What would have happened if if they dropped it and went in? Like, that's sinking fast.
Did you
going for a swim?
Yeah, someone's going for a swim.
You hear what Cameron Braid said? Cameron Braid's like, if I would have dropped that, I would have retired on the spot.
Yeah. Might as well. Fuck. But dude, I love this side of Brady, to see him like a real person. He's always so proper. He always says the right thing. He's always the best of the best and everything. So to finally get a glimpse of him kind of just letting loose after winning his 7th Super Bowl, like, he wasn't like this for the other ones, unless it was a little more, secretive about it. But he's just out there living his best life. I'm so happy.
Definitely, he's having a great time.
This one was like, I'm going to another team that really had no chance, and we won a fucking Super Bowl. Let me get hammered. Let me get like fucking escorted to wherever the fuck he was going yesterday.
But they were saying I heard multiple people, like I heard Gronk and Brady both say that the atmosphere in Tampa Bay was way lighter, and was way more like joking and like all the guys were always having a good time than, Patriots under Belichick. So it probably has something to do with it too.
Yeah, and they had a lot of new guys too. Like you got to think like Fournette, they brought in right before the season. Gronk came out of retirement. They signed Brady, obviously. AB was suspended fucking 8 games, and they came out and signed him. Like, and those are all your scorers too in the Super Bowl. Literally those guys.
Yeah.
But man, they put something together and quick. The fact that it really turned into something as champions, like that's impressive, man.
The game itself was it was terrible.
It was a bust.
It was a bust, but Patrick
Mahomes, the most passing quarterback, he didn't even throw a touchdown.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that O-line. The O-line were literally pylons. Like
it was brutal.
Half the
shit
a lot
of
injuries
throwing up front.
My brother was comparing it to when Brady was losing to the Giants because it was like the same thing. He had no chance to throw anything. So it's funny to see it go the other way.
Dude,
yeah, true.
It was incredible. Like they didn't even hit double digits. I don't think the Chiefs have, with Mahomes and Andy Reid, that's ever happened since like in their careers together.
They didn't even throw a touchdown. Forget about double digits. Didn't throw a touchdown.
That's it. Some animal bet $3,000 at 15-1 that Mahomes wouldn't throw a touchdown in Super Bowl, and it hit 48K.
Wow,
well, you're a fucking lunatic. First of all,
yeah.
Like
crazy.
I understand putting some money on that, but 3K, like you obviously have money to lose because you weren't expecting that. You're just kind of hoping. But I mean, depending. So like people are, the game was boring, whatever. Dude, I like depending what bets you had in place, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
True,
Like I had a bet where there would be no team would score 3 consecutive times, either field goal or touchdowns. So like Bucks score twice in a row. I'm like, fuck, dude. Then I'm like, I absolutely need Chiefs to come in and score, but I'm like, a field goal will be better because I also have Bucks on the money line as well as the spread. So like everything's kind of tying in together. So I'm just going crazy. But man, I'm happy for it, and it feels like a weird time for sports. Like Brady's 43. You see, I'm scrolling through Twitter. You see him on Twitter, pissed drunk.
Yeah,
stumbling.
I love
and then
it.
you scroll for another few seconds. It's Tony Hawk driving around his car, yelling at kids to do it.
Do kickflip, yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is like the best time to be alive right now.
Gives him headphones and shit. Like
some of them don't even know who he is, and it's clear
they don't even
know that it's Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
dude. Well, he always posts little stories like that, eh? Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I love
like
those stories.
His rent a car. He goes like Tony Hawk. Oh, like the skateboarder. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. He's like,
yeah,
but
he was in an interview,
and
he's like, and she's like, what's your name? He's like, Tony Hawk. Oh, like the skateboarder.
Yeah, like apparently it happens to him all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
He's so fucking.
He's just a legend. That's how you know you're just a legend because they don't even remember what you look like now. They just remember.
Chances are most people who know who Tony Hawk does, he's a skateboarder. Never seen him skateboard in their life. So I can guarantee it.
No,
it's not like
especially because of the video games.
Something,
Especially because of the video games.
Yeah,
like it's just it became a household like video game name.
And what a name too, like Tony Hawk.
He was
like,
destined for greatness.
Exactly. No question about it.
Tony
fucking
Hawk.
Brilliant. Oh fuck, dude. I
brilliant, dude.
it. But do you think Gronk comes back next year?
Yeah. If Brady comes back, Gronk comes back. Done deal. Yeah. Like I don't believe in leaving on a Super Bowl or leaving on a championship. I don't believe in that.
Unless your body tells you.
If you just won, if you just finished number 1, why would you retire? I'm number 1.
But like if you come out of retirement to go for that one last one, you get it. Is it now that one last one? Like
that's okay. If you come out of retirement, it's true because of Gronk. But he didn't go into real retirement. He went into Tom Brady. Like I can't play with Tom Brady retirement. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he left the Patriots when Brady was still a quarterback. He's like, I'm done
because they traded him they said they were going to trade him to the Colts, and they literally came into it. They came up to him and said, "Gronk, we traded you to the Colts."
He's like,
and
he
retired. Said, "How could you trade me? I'm retired." And he literally got his shit and he bounced, and then he retired.
That's so.
Well, funny, no, they declined the trade after.
Yeah, they declined the trade because he expressed that he was retired, and then he had to go through with it, obviously, or else he was going to get traded. And then Tom Brady got moved, and then he went and played with him. So he was literally. Like, if I can't play with Tom Brady, I don't want to play anywhere. That's basically what that retirement move means. So
I support it.
Yeah, I support it too. Bro, Tom Brady probably does this guy's finances and shit and like picks out his clothes. This guy doesn't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah. Gronk's got some little side businesses going with his fam and shit too. Like all his brothers, there's like 5 of them.
Yeah,
They
did
all
you
look
see
the
them
same.
on?
They're all fucking dumb.
Did you see
I
them
love
on Dragon's Den?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
it. So good.
Fucking love it. All right, boys, close it up here. Thanks everybody for listening. Like I always say, catch us on all major social platforms at OTL Pod, except for Twitter. It's podcast_OTL. You know, and hit us up on Twitch. We're looking for those subscribers. We're missing 6 subscribers to become
How
a
many?
Twitch affiliate. 6. Please, if you listen to this podcast and
6
you don't follow us
followers.
on
You don't
Twitch,
have to subscribe.
you don't have to. It's free. Yeah, I said subscribers. It's actually followers. It's free. Just press that fucking button for us. We're giving away free shirts for the first 60 followers. So hit that. Do us a good favor here. Get that in there. And, you know, just thanks for listening. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
Ciao, everybody.
Deuces.
Enjoy the weekend.
Peace.